In this code, you see the link component used to give the links. Hope you also remember that before link, we had the anchor tag. React Router has one more similar component called navlink. Let me just try it here instead of link. Let me first of all import the navlink. So here I'll say navlink. I'm writing it just besides link, though you can put it in any sequence, that doesn't matter. And also replace all the link tags with navlink. Alright, so now all links are converted to navlinks. And let's save this and see the output. You see that the home, about, tutorials menu is the same as it was with the link. Then what is the difference? Well, the navlink allows you to apply CSS with attributes like active class name and active style. So the difference will be visible when we use these attributes. Let's do it. I will add active class name attribute to all the navlinks with a class name selected, which I will create in a moment. So here I apply active class name selected, and for the last one as well. Now let's remove all the code from this app.css, and link or navlink are basically anchor tags. So I am going to use a.selected class name, and let's give text decoration overline. Because I am giving the overline option, I better remove underlines from the links. So let me set the decoration to none for all the anchor tags. So here I'm going to say A, that is the anchor tag. I'll say text decoration none. Alright, so when the class selected is applied on anchor tag, it will be overline. That means there will be a line over the anchor, that is the link, and by default there will be no text decoration. So it will look flat, no underline will be displayed. Let's save this and see what happens. Now you can see when I click any of the home, about or tutorials options, it displays an overline. Let's make the main menu horizontal and remove all the bullets. So in the app.css, I'll say li.main menu. This is again a class which I am creating, where I'll say text decoration none, display inline block, and margin let me give 15 pixels. Let's save this and see the output. So now you see this looks better, and also you can understand navlink with this example. So when you click on any of the link, the active class name applies specific styling. Let's also try the second attribute, that is active style. Here we don't apply the class name. Instead, we have to give the styling object, that is the object literal. Let me bring this to attribute to a new line, and here I will say active style is equal to, let me open the curly bracket, and inside that one more curly bracket, or I can define this as an object literal separately, but I'll go with this syntax at the moment. So here I'll say font weight is equal to bold, and color is, for example, red. So now we have the active style where I'm giving the object which has few settings. Let's just copy this and apply to all the navlinks. So here and here as well. Now let's save and check the output. Let's click home, you see, about and tutorials. So now active class name attribute gives this overline, and the active style is applying the font weight bold and color is red. So this is how navlink is very useful in applying styling in better way. Now let's talk about the relative questions. The first question is, explain the difference between link and navlink. So we have seen that navlink gives us the option to apply better styling. It has active class name and active style like attributes, which are really helpful to design more effective and attractive menus. The second question is, what is the difference between active class name and active style attribute of navlink? So active class name takes a string as a value, like you see here, where we give the class name, and active style takes an object that is object literal, though they both execute on active link only. The third question is explain isActive attribute used with navlink. So let me just write isActive here. This basically takes a function which has two parameters, the match object and location. So let me do that. And let's also console log the match object and location. Let's save this. So when I click on other links, it shows null for match object and the current location as well. But while clicking the tutorials link, it returns a match object with the data. This you can use to add more logic to your active link. So let me just expand this object and you see that there are various match object related properties available here. So when the link is active, you already have the match object and location which you can use and add more logic to your active link.